And we're back, and God made the farmer, right? So back to small farms, back to a concentration of this food that has meaning to it, that has, like it's been sitting in the sun and been tended for and loved by a farmer and given proper nutrients and not just made to explode to feed some animal, and let's treat our animals a little bit with more respect, man. I mean, yeah, we're gonna eat them, but like at least we can give them something nice before they go. Even human beings get a Last Supper. When it comes to those shows, I heard the money that the people spend on the animals is almost as much as was for people. Well, that was before all the big stuff started happening. Well, anyway, I see I'm off track again. So I'm talking about the food, man. This apple, right? So we want our apple to be normal. So what they've done, okay? So if you want chicken, it's a chicken. But they've cut all the pieces off for you. So it's easier, right? Now all the bones are gone, right? All the innards are gone. But what happened to all the nutrients that were that whole chicken as a being, as a critter running around was a unit, and within that unit was all the things that are in our unit, more or less. I mean, it's a little different, but and same with cows. They got stomachs, they got eyeballs, they got, what I mean. They got a brain. The brain needs food. They got muscles. The muscles need energy. They got bones, so on and so forth. Right? You follow? So when you buy something that's chicken flavored, what they've done is they've cut up the chicken, made it easy for us, kept all the bones, kept all the feet, kept all the beak, kept all the everything, eyeballs, everything. But yeah, eyeballs, everything. Why not? I don't think anybody's going to take time to pluck eyeballs. Maybe they throw the heads out. Probably not. Probably good as cat food, something. But then they make a stock. All right. And that's the same thing that that big drug companies are doing. They're taking some form of food and reducing it and pulling some form of chemical out of it and concentrating it. In natural form, it's usually good. In the case of cocaine, that's usually a bad idea. Not to do it, but I mean to do it is a bad idea. But the concept of taking a plant and it takes like a bushel full to make a line. Right, that's a bushel full, chemically processed to make one little itty bitty line. Not a big one, just itty bitty one. Right? Not even to hit off the pipe, Take 2 bushels or something, they make one. So they've concentrated what was naturally there that the Indians used in the coca. So the same thing that with our food, a lot of our drugs have been concentrated from the food. Well, why can't we get it from the food directly? Why can't our apple be whole? Why can't our food be our whole apple? And so I speak about all this because I've read a lot, Michael Pollan. I've watched a lot of documentaries. Watched one on how people are 95% corn. That one bothered me a lot. All right, because our cow, our chicken, all that, and I'm like, because I buy I buy the beef the right place, but the chicken, I've still been buying. I'm ghetto, man. I gotta buy it where I can. Eggs too. I know farm raised all better. They're doing some neat things here in Eugene. They're letting you get ready to allow you to have chickens and so on and so forth, which could be good for the internal health and economy. These hippies here, man, they last a long time because they take care of themselves. And they're all organic food. So that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, I hate to be on the organic because now everybody got organic and it's hard to find the real deal. But the real deal is God made the farmer, man. And God made generations of farmers, and he's had sons who said, I want to be a farmer. I hope my cousin Bobby decides to take over Uncle George's farm. Because, sheesh, I mean, it's almost good enough for me to head up to Minnesota. Minnesota, God, no. Mosquitoes. I don't know if I'm going to Minnesota. There are no mosquitoes over here. And but God made a farmer, and they've got this, like, they know their food, and they and with trees it takes forever, but with onions you can get a strange onion or two, and it could be a great onion, and then you know how to propagate that great onion, and suddenly in a few years you have this super powerful, like, wow, zowie onion, you know? Something that's different than everybody else's mass produced. And that's what a lot of the specialty farmers are starting to come back to. And that's why I say God made the farmer, man. Because this food, that's the stuff that we make. And it comes up every year. I watch the seeds, dude. Every year I look at the plants and the seeds. I remember like 4 years ago, it was terrible. Yeah, my second to last year of school, I looked at all the seeds, and I think the weather was so messed up. And then in 07, it was real bad too because of the drought of 06. No, 06 was bad. But so, and then we had a real plentiful year, like 2 years in a row. Nuts everywhere, squirrels everywhere. And this year is kind of different. I'm expecting that there's going to be like 3 fast harvests. So you raise the temperature, you get another harvest. I don't know about raising the temperature. That's not me. Except putting it to food. So my idea is, like, look, dude, if you're eating it out of the box, something's been taken from it. Or, all right, you go with a good quality brand. Or you go with something that can't be screwed with, a bean. You know, you go with base product. You get something that's base, all right? Now, even in the canned food world, we look at things and go, oh, well, what's this, and what's this, and what's this, and what's this, and, you know, and I'm going to make red sauce, so I'd rather have some really, really nice red tomatoes off the vine. But I'm going to use diced tomatoes. Never tried that. We'll see. It's a picture. That's all I got. This, I got a name. It's a better product. I know the name. Tried that product. It's okay. This stuff, it should go whoop into the garbage. But because it is food and people are hungry, I can't throw it away. But really, that much of this is your body working on getting rid of some stuff. But they've added a bunch of stuff too, that whole additive thing. You know what I mean? So the additive thing works to our advantage, like the enrichment of flour, but then it takes from other things. And so we wind up eating more chemicals because they're moving all these additives around when it should be just in the natural food. But I love potato chips too. You know what I mean? I won't even use that cream mushroom soup on anything, really. My niece likes it. I just haven't found a way to like it yet. I make it all from scratch. I love soup from scratch. And that, it just has a flavor. A flavor. I had to put my leg into that too. Oh, Jesus. It's stretching. Ooh. I shouldn't do it on the show. Hey, see, I'm distracted again. So, look, see, just after a little bit, it started bubbling. You can't look down.